Welcome to another video. My name is Ronald Beckford, and in today's video we will be learning to write numbers in standard form. What do I mean by writing a number in standard form? Standard form basically is just a neater way of writing very large or very small numbers. So standard form is a way of expressing very large or very small numbers in a more compact format. This method is particularly useful in mathematics and science, where such numbers frequently occur. For instance, the size of an atom, or, or the mass of the proton, or the mass of the neutron. And these are very small numbers, or the distance of the sun from the earth. So therefore, these are very large or very small numbers, and therefore they are, or the speed of light, which is 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second, or 300 million miles per second. So these are just simpler ways, or more compact ways of writing numbers. These very large numbers are very small numbers. So a number in standard form is written as a times 10 to some power of n, where a is a number greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10, and n is an integer, positive or negative, representing the power of 10. Steps. What are the steps to write a number in standard form? 1. We need to identify the significant figures in the number. Move the decimal point to create a number between 1 and 10. What does that mean basically then is that if there are 4 numbers before the decimal point, we must move the decimal point until there's only 1 number before the decimal point. And if the number begins with 0, we must move the decimal point until there's only 1 non-zero term before the decimal point. So we are going to be looking at that further on in the video. So count the decimal places moved. This determines the power of 10, positive for large numbers and negative for small numbers. Write the number in the format of a times 10 to some power of n, where a is a significant number formed at the moving decimal point, and n is the number of places the decimal point moved, indicating the power of 10. Okay, so here on the screen we have 2 examples. This is the large numbers, for very large numbers. So we have this number 24,500,000, and can be written as 2.45 times 10 to the power of 7. So here we have this number here is a whole number, and this whole number means that the decimal point is behind the last 0. So if it's behind the last 0, we are going to move the decimal point until there is only 1 number before the decimal point. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers before the decimal point. So I'm going to move the decimal place. So we're going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have jumped 7 places. So the number is 2.45 times 10 to the power of 7. Again, because the decimal point was moved to our left, the power of 10 is positive. So we have a positive integer. And earlier it said that if for large numbers, the power is going to be a positive integer. Now, we have, for example 2, we have a very small number. Again, the number before the decimal point here is a 0. When writing a number in standard form, this is point until there is only 1 non-zero term before the decimal point. So we have to move to our right in this case. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number here is 5.6 times 10 to the power. Again, because in this case now the decimal point was moved to our right, the power of 10 here is going to be negative. And that's how basically you approach all numbers when writing numbers in standard form. And once you apply this principle, then you will always get it correct. Now, so just be reminded that if the decimal point is moved to the left, the power of 10 is positive, and if the decimal point is moved to the right, the power of 10 is negative. So again, whenever you're writing these numbers in standard form, just apply this principle and you will do well. Just another tip before you go, or before I go, is that whenever you getting stuck in math is not necessarily bad. it is when you get stuck and get unstuck that you learn something. So stay with it. The answer will come. Have a blessed and wonderful day.